Hi friends, you know that we are solving numericals these days. In the last lecture, we tried to solve the numericals first on the basis of the conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second. Then we discussed the numericals about the distance and displacement. In the last lecture, we had few examples on the basis of the equations of motion. Now, as I said you that there is some strategy to do the numericals. That is, first we are going to do very easy numerical. Then I will take one hard numerical. Okay, then we'll move to the moderate numericals. So just now I'm going to do one hard numerical and then we'll switch on to the easy numericals from the graph point of view. Okay, it's not so hard, but just try to think over it. The question for just now is this, that is, obtain a relationship for the distance traveled by the object that is moving with uniform acceleration in the time interval between the nth and n plus 1 second. That means that you have to find out from t equal to n to t equal to n plus 1 seconds. That means if 1 second is increasing when the object is moving with uniform acceleration, then in that case you have to find out what will be the distance that is getting traveled in these two intervals of time t1 and t2. Try to understand the question. That means that suppose the object is covered s equals to 10 meter in 5 seconds. In the 6th second, the object covered 12 meter. Then how much it has covered in this 1 second? It has covered the distance of 2 meter when it is going with uniform acceleration. So here, instead of these numbers, we are given the question in the terms of T1 and T2. Okay. I hope that it's clear. And the another thing that they have given over here is you have to find out how much will be the distance that is travelled in this time interval, t1 equal to n seconds and t2 equal to n seconds. I hope the question is clear. First, important thing in numerical is to understand the question. In 1 second, how much distance it has travelled. Here, instead of the numbers, we have been given n and n plus 1 seconds. So, no need to worry. First, the three equations of motion. Which are the three equations of motion? They are over here. V is equals to u plus at. V square minus u square is equals to 2as. And s is equal to ut plus half at square. Just think, what are we given? S and t. Which is the equation over here that is relating s and t? Out of this three, which is the equation that is relating s and t? Just try to say. You will notice that this is the equation that is relating s and t. Okay? So first, for time t1 equal to n seconds, let the distance travelled in time t1 equal to n seconds be s1. Okay, so apply the same thing over here. S1 is equals to u into t1 plus half a into t1 squared. I hope it's clear. The time interval t1 equal to n seconds, for that you have to find out the distance, that is s1 is equals to ut1 plus half a t1 squared. S1 is equals to u into t1 is n plus half a as it is. What is again t1 n squared? So S1 is equal to un plus an square by 2. This is the very first distance. I hope it's clear. that the distance traveled in time t1 equal to n seconds is s1 is equals to un plus an square by 2. Similarly, the distance traveled in time t2 will be s2, and what will be the value of s2? Let's put it over here. S2 is equal to u into t2 plus half into a t2 square. Okay? Now what is the second time t2? It's n plus 1. So we'll put that value u into n plus 1 plus half a into n plus 1 the whole square. This is clear. What we have done, first we put it the value of n at the place of t1. Now at the place of t2, we kept the value as n plus 1. This is equal to un plus u plus half a n square plus 2n plus 1. I hope you are clear with this content. So what will be the second distance? un plus u plus multiply the a inside an square by 2 plus 2n by 2 plus 1 by 2. Cut this 2. Okay, so what you are getting is over here un plus u plus an square by 2. This a will get multiplied e1 over here. So plus an plus a by 2. This much is clear. Now what we did to find out the relation between the two terms, we had subtracted them. So again over here we will subtract s1 and s2. Which one is the bigger one? s2. In order to find out the difference between them, we need to minus. So from this s2, I am subtracting this s1. So s2 minus s1 is equal to this. un plus u plus an square by 2 plus an plus a by 2 minus this value of s1, that is un plus an square by 2. Is this clear? Un plus an square by 2. This minus sign will be applied even inside, so this will change to minus. What gets cancelled out over here? Can you see? It's un that's getting cancelled out. An square by 2 is getting cancelled out. What is remaining is just this. That is u plus an plus a by 2. That is u plus, take a in bracket, and plus half. This is how from the two distances you can easily calculate by using just the time, the second in which it started its motion, acceleration, initial velocity is given. You can directly calculate what is the distance that is traveled in that particular 1 second. Okay, directly we can use the formula. First copy this, then I'll tell you how in one question you can directly apply this formula of the change. Be quick in noting it. You have 2 minutes time. Be quick in noting it. You have 2 minutes time. Quickly note it. Then I'll teach you the application of this formula. I'll teach you one question on the basis of this. This is very important sum, note it down. This kind of sum is also there in the assignment that is given to you on the last page. Be quick in noting it. It will help you out. If these values u, a and n are given to you, you can easily calculate this distance traveled in that nth second. We can take any particular number. One is given in your assignment also, that 4th and 5th second, you just have to place 4 over here and calculate what is the distance. That's also easy. If you have not noted, just take the screenshot of this so that I can move further. Here only if n is given to you as, suppose set 2 seconds and 3rd second, acceleration is, imagine 1. If the initial velocity of the object is 0, can you calculate the distance it has travelled? It will be very easy for you. The s2 minus s1 is equals to, take u as 0 plus a is 1, n is 2 plus half. That is 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5 by 2, 2.5. You don't need to carry out all this procedure. This is one shortcut trick to calculate the distance only for 1 second. This is the hard sum that I was saying in between. So, let's move further with the next particular numerical. Now we are going to discuss about the graphs. Okay, so the basic thing of the graph I'll note and then we'll move further. Because graph is the very first time you are doing the graph based sums. Up till today you might have not done it only. So be ready. Basic things about the graph. Let's note it over here so that whenever we need it, we'll use it. What are the basic things of the graph? Now, if it is distance versus time graph, then its slope will give you speed, that is change in y upon change in x. Then, if it's velocity versus time graph, then area under the curve gives displacement and the slope of velocity versus time graph will give you acceleration. Area under the curve will give you the displacement. These are the only two things that you need to understand. And if it's distance versus time graph, it will give you speed. If it's displacement versus time graph, then its slope will give you the velocity. Coming to velocity versus time graph, then its slope will be acceleration and area under the curve will give the displacement. Now we are going to start on with today's first graphical question. The question is, a boy moves with velocity of 2 meters per second for 5 seconds. That means that the boy is moving with the initial velocity of 2 meters per 5 seconds for 5 seconds. That's what we need to jot down the data. Then it is accelerating uniformly for next 5 seconds. So for next 5 seconds, it has an accelerated motion. This is what is given to you. And attains the velocity of 10 meter per second. So what its final velocity after next 5 acceleration, what its velocity became? The velocity became 10 meter per second. After that it will slow its speed at the uniform rate of next 10 seconds. So in next 10 seconds, it is slowing its speed. This is what is given. They have said that plot this graph and calculate. What is asked for calculating? The acceleration from time t. What is the acceleration when the time is from t equal to 5 seconds to t equal to 10 seconds. The next thing that is asked is calculate the distance that is travelled in last 10 seconds. I hope the question is now clear to you. Object is starting its motion from u equal to 2 meter per second for 5 seconds. Next 5 seconds it is having accelerated motion. After that in the next 10 seconds it is slowing its speed. Plot this graph and calculate this. Once you are comfortable with this numerical, you will not face any kind of problem in the next numericals, because here you will be explained to plot the graph, then you will be explained to calculate the acceleration and the distance also. This content is more than enough to understand any of the graphical questions. So let's have a look at how the graph is plotted. Initial velocity is given, so the graph is not starting from 0. It is starting from 2. This is which graph? It's velocity versus time graph. It is starting its from 2 meter per second. For 5 seconds, its velocity is remaining same. Suppose this is 2 till 5 seconds. Its velocity is not changing. So, this is 0 acceleration and the uniform motion. Next 5 second accelerated motion till 10. Next 5 seconds, here it will become 10, here it will be 10. I hope you are understanding in the next 5. That means from 5 to 10. From 5 to 10, it is having the accelerated motion. After that, it is gradually decreasing its speed in the next 10 seconds. So in the next 10 seconds, its speed is going on decreasing, so it is like this. This is the 20 seconds. This much data we are having with us. They have said, first we will name, so that you can identify how is the motion. A, this is point O, A, B, C, D, point E and point F. This is the graph that is drawn from the data that is given. Now we'll try to use the concepts and we'll try to solve the numerical. Very first thing is plot the graph. This particular thing is over. Once the graph is plotted, everything becomes more and more clear. You'll be then able to solve the numerical very quickly. The difficult thing was this only, that was to plot the graph. Next is calculate the acceleration from t equal to 5 seconds to t equal to 10 seconds. You know what is the formula of acceleration? It is the slope. Formula of acceleration is the slope, that is acceleration over here will be the slope of this CB. Now what is the slope? Change in y upon change in x. Change in y coordinate upon change in x coordinate. I hope it's clear. What is the change in y coordinate now? Change in y is from 2 it became 10. So what is the change? Final minus initial. 10 minus 2, that is 8. What is the change in time? Final minus initial time from t equal to 10 to t equal to 5. So it's 10 minus 5, which is 5. Okay. What is 8 by 5? It's 1.6 meter per second square. Okay. This is how we got the acceleration. Next, that distance that is traveled in the last 10 seconds. How will you get the distance? Then distance is over here, the area under this curve CD. We have studied that this is how you are getting the distance. Area under which curve? CD. That is area of which triangle? Area of triangle CED. You need to see both the things, the graph as well as this further thing. What is the area of triangle CED? It is half base into height. What is the base? The base is 10 to 20, that is 10. What is the height? Height is from 0 to 10, that is 10. What is 10 tens are? 100 upon 2, so that is 50. This is meters, so 50 meter. This is how you get the distance that is traveling from in the last 10 seconds. I hope it's clear. We did it very slowly. U equal to 2 meter per second square, 10 for 5 seconds. This is how we did the whole of the content. Now I am giving you next 2 minutes to note this down so that we can move further. After that, we'll do one more numerical on the basis of graph. You have to try to complete it. Be quick, then we'll move for the next particular numerical. Also note down the content that is given extra. I hope that you have noted, and now we'll move further for the next particular numerical. The next numerical is also graph based, in which a graph is given to us. It will be given to you in the question, and then you have to answer few of the questions on the basis of the graph. So, what is the question? We have been given one velocity versus time graph. How does the graph looks like now? I am drawing it for you. This is how the graph looks like. This is the velocity versus time graph, and we have been given some particular notations. Let's name it as ABCD and this point as E and F. The question asked to us is this, that is, which part of graph shows acceleration, next, which part of graph shows retardation, third is calculate the displacement or distance in first 4 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. This is what the given question is. I hope you have understood the question. Which part of the graph shows acceleration? Acceleration means it is going zoom, upar chatu hoy. So which part is going up? It's this AB. So answer is very simple. The graph, the part that is showing acceleration is what? It's AB. Okay? The part that is showing acceleration is this, that's AB. The one that is showing retardation is this, that is CD. Now comes the important one. Calculate the distance in the first 4 seconds and in the next 10 seconds. For calculating the distance in the first 4 seconds, we have to use again this concept. That is, the area under the curve will give us this distance. So this much. S is equal to, for first 4 seconds, we are talking about first 4 seconds. What is S equal to? It is the area under curve ABE. Now you have to be quick. Okay, it is area under the curve ABE. That is area of triangle ABE. This is suppose say 4 meter per second square. That is area of triangle ABE. Okay, now what is the area of triangle ABE? It is half base into height. That is half. What is the base over here? 4. What is the height? 4. What is 4 4 16 by 2? That is 8. So what is the distance? S equals to 8 meter. Okay, I hope this is clear. Moving to the next part, that is the distance in the first 10 seconds. So S is equals to area under this curve, that is whole ABC. What is the area under this whole curve? First we'll consider area of under triangle E. Then we'll consider this rectangle BCEF, BCFE. So once you add this triangle and this rectangle, you get the total distance that is covered till this time t equal to 10 seconds. So here you are having area of triangle ABE plus area of rectangle BCFE. Area of BCFE. Here we will be using the first day of numerical session. I taught you the formulas from that only. Area of triangle is very easy. You can use half base into height. And even right now only we got the area of triangle of ABE is as 8. Area of triangle this BCFE. This is a rectangle. If this is 4, this will be 4, this will be 4. Area of rectangle is length into breadth, that is CF into EF. That is 8 plus. What is CF? It is this much, which is 4. What is EF? It is 4 to 6. This much gap. That is 6. What is 6 fours are? 24. 24 plus 8, that is 32 meter. Similarly, they can give in the first 14 for whole of the journey. In that case, you have to add even the area of this triangle. It will remain same as over here it is. That is 32 plus 8. So, area under the whole of the curve will be 40 meter. Under the whole of this curve, we will get the distance as 40 meter. I hope you are trying to understand. I did this orally. Okay, so 8 plus 32, 8 plus 24 plus 8, that is 24 plus 16, which is 40. This is how you can calculate anything or any distance that is given to you. Okay, you have been given 2 minutes time to note this particular content. Quickly just note it. Be quick in noting it. Note all the numericals, it will help you out. Then we'll do just one small MCQ. And that is also based on the basis of just you will read the data, it will become easy for you to note it. Just analyze it, analysis based MCQ you are having. Note this content. Last 1 minute for noting it. After this, we'll do the next particular content, one last MCQ, then we'll depart. I hope that you have noted the content. If not, 1 second to take the screenshot. Now next, we have been given the distance versus time graph of 4 cars, that is A, B, C, D. We'll see how the graph is, and we are having 4 options. On the basis of that, we have to decide which is the correct answer. We have been given which graph, the distance versus time graph. So this is distance versus time graph, and we have been given 4 different speeds of car. 4 different cars we are talking about, A, B, C, D, and they are over here. B, A, D, and C. Okay? They have said us, among the following, calculate, or among with the given data, find out which is the correct option. This kind of numericals are generally asked more in the exams. That is the higher level of exams. You have been given the distance versus time graph of 4 particular cars. That is A, B, C, and D. And you are asked to find out that which among the following is the correct answer. How will you find out now? I am giving you just 30 seconds to think. Can you just analyze and try it out and write the correct answer? If you know that which is the correct answer, then just now I know what is the timing that it is getting displayed. You can WhatsApp me the answer on my contact number, that is this. Okay, it's mentioned already in the diary, your almanac, and even in the letter that was given to you. So on this number you can correct answer, you can WhatsApp it right now. If at all you are getting any answer. Any idea? 30 seconds are over, so I am going to solve it. How much is the distance travel in any particular interval? So using this graph, you can judge that object B has travelled this much distance only. So in less number of time, A has travelled much distance. In yet less number of time, D has travelled more distance. While C, it has travelled the maximum distance in this much interval of time. So what can we predict from here? We can predict that C is the fastest car because it has travelled more number of distances, less amount of time. Coming to the D, D is slower than C. Are we having any option? No. Are we having we got C as fastest, and here you are having C as slowest. So this is going to be the wrong answer. D is slower than C, but here they are given that D is faster than C. So this is also wrong answer. Then we are having this as compared to D. In more number of time, you can see the time has increased, but here the distance is less. In more number of time, A is travelling the distance that is less than D, so A is slower than D. This is also wrong option. Here you can see that B is travelling less distance in more time intervals. So this answer that B is the slowest is the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. That is B is the slowest car. Just analyze how much is the distance traveled and you get the answer. I hope that you got what I'm saying. Just I'm giving you 30 seconds to note down this particular question so that things will become easy for you. Okay? So, just one particular 30 seconds so that things become easy for you. Even take the screenshot so that it becomes easy for you to write. I hope that you have noted the content. So that's all for the content of the day. Thank you and have a very good day all of you. Bye-bye.